Good afternoon everyone, I'm Eugene Pabustan from BEd 3B, and my topic is under in Chapter 9, Good Multi-Grade Programs and Practices. So my main topic is No More Schools and its impact. In the Philippines, school with one teacher handling more than one grade have been common since the 1920s. During the early 1970s, the CIMEO or Regional Center or Educational Innovation and Technology or INOTEC, based in Quezon City, devised a radical approach to rural education. Over the time, the concept became better known instructional management by parents, community, and teachers. And the original rationale was to improve rural education by devising a new delivery system with a more flexible schedule and lower student costs. Since teachers made up to 80 to 90% of unit costs in conventional schools, such costs were reduced by increasing the student-teacher ratio and supplementing teacher supervision with assistance from students, parents, and community resources. Many schools which were subsequently to participate in the innovative system were multi-grade schools with fewer teachers. So in this time of pandemic, school closures carry high social and economic costs for people across communities. The resulting disruptions exacerbate already existing disparities within the education system but also in the other aspects of their lives. These include interrupted learning, poor nutrition, confusion and stress for teachers, parents unprepared for distance and homeschooling, gaps in childcare, high economic costs, rise in dropout rates, increased exposure to violence and exploitation, and last is social isolation. So in interrupted learning, schooling provides essential learning, and when school closes, children and youth are deprived opportunities for growth and development. The disadvantages are disproportionate for underprivileged learners who tend to have fewer educational opportunities beyond school. Next is poor nutrition. Many children and youth rely on free or discounted meals provided at schools for food and healthy nutrition. When school closes, nutrition is compromised. Another is confusion and stress for teachers. When school closes, especially unexpectedly and for unknown durations, teachers are often unsure of their obligation and how to maintain connection with students to support learning. Transition to distance learning platforms tend to be messy and frustrating. Next is parents unprepared for distance and homeschooling. When school closes, parents are often asked to facilitate the learning of children at home and can struggle to perform this task. This is especially true for parents with limited education and resources. Another one is gaps in childcare. In the absence of alternative options, working parents often leave children alone when school closes, and this can lead to risky behaviors, including increased influence of peer pressure and substance abuse. So, in high economic costs, working parents are more likely to miss work when school closes in order to take care of their child or children. This result is wage loss and tend to negatively impact productivity. So in rise in dropout rates, it is a challenge to ensure children and youth return and stay in school when schools reopen after closures. Next is increased exposure to violence and exploitation. When schools shut down, early marriage increase, more children are recruited into militias, sexual exploitation of girls and young women rises. Teenage pregnancies become more common and child labor grows. So the last one is social isolation. Schools are hubs of social activity and human interaction. When school closes, many children and youth miss out of the social contact that is essential to learning and development. That's the end of my report. Thank you for listening and God bless everyone.